Hey Pisces, I hope you're all having a blessed day. I'm tuning in to see what guidance Spirit has for you today. As I was meditating on the energy for your reading, I got a message from Spirit that someone doesn't understand. They keep wondering, how is it that you keep winning? How is it that you keep overcoming things and coming out on top? How is it that you're able to see things before they happen? How you're able to outsmart the energies, the games? Someone doesn't understand how you're doing. They've sent energy your way. They've tried to create obstacles or challenges on your path, and it just doesn't work. You're coming out on top, you keep winning, and they don't know what to make out of that. They don't know who's protecting you, who's got your back. That a lot of the energy that's been sent your way has bounced off of your aura. You have a very strong auric field around you, and it's bounced right back to them. There's some kind of return to sender, some kind of boomerang effect. So anyone that's sending energy your way, whether positive or negative, they're getting that energy times 10. There's some kind of protection over your life. Let's go ahead and start with some oracle cards and see what Spirit's guidance is for you. And then we're going to move into the tarot and see what messages Spirit has for you. Holy Spirit, what is your guidance for Pisces? What is your higher guidance for Pisces at this time? Okay, we have rest, then rise. It's okay to take your time with something. It's okay to slow down and to not feel a sense of urgency. Fail forward. And your breakthrough is coming. Okay, so you are nearing some kind of a climax. You are nearing the end of something and also the beginning of something new through. This is something that you've been working towards. This is something that you want. With rest then rise, Spirit wants you to take your time. Spirit wants you to slow down. Spirit wants you to be patient with yourself and have compassion for yourself and to fail forward. If you're trying new things, if you are practicing a new skill, and to not hold yourself to expectations of perfection or getting something right, because that's going to take the fun away from the process. So you are okay to slow down, to be compassionate with yourself, to be patient, to rest, because your rise is coming. Your breakthrough is near. I'm going to go ahead and clarify fail forward because I'm getting a message here that you're meant to do something before you think you're ready or before you feel like you're ready. Through the process of trial and error, you're going to figure something out. You're going to find some kind of a breakthrough in your journey. Holy Spirit, clarify fail forward. What does Pisces need to know about this? What does Pisces need to know about fail forward? Okay, so we have the World. I do have to cover this card. The World is a major arcana. It's card number 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. You have come into alignment with your mind, body, and spirit, your mind, body, and soul. And a lot of things are now starting to manifest for you. A lot of things are coming full circle. And Spirit wants you to know that you've neutralized your karma. You have good karma coming your way, and you're meant to slow down with something. You're meant to be patient because the World is also a card of completion. It's a card of congratulations because you've accomplished something. There's something here that you achieved. Tell me more. What does Pisces need to know about fail forward? What does Pisces need to know, Holy Spirit? You have the Page of Wands. You have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you may be getting creative ideas. You may be getting some kind of inspiration or insight to do something. Spirit is saying to take action on those ideas because one of those ideas is leading you to a breakthrough. And the Four of Pentacles is saying that it's going to bring a lot of stability, security, finances, savings, investments. Pentacles talks about the physical things, the earthly material things. So even if you're starting something new or you're learning a new skill, you're going to advance very quickly, is what I'm getting here. That's why there's no need to rush something. There's no need to feel a sense of urgency. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to prioritize yourself. Clarify the Page of Wands, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know about this? What does Pisces need to know about the Page of Wands? Nine of Pentacles. Your ideas are going to bring a lot of abundance into your life. The Nine of Pentacles is a very abundant card, and it also talks about your independence, your sense of self, your individuality. And it's also a very beautiful card. This is pre-Empress energy. So something here is going to be very fruitful, very abundant for you. Also, the Four of Pentacles, very stable, very grounded. The World is saying you learned something, you mastered something, and now you've graduated. So there is an ending and there's also a new beginning. But you are in a phase here of trial and error. of moving forward and figuring things out as you go. Okay, not having expectations of getting something right or having something perfect or feeling like you're ready. There's a need here to start before you feel like you're ready. Okay, that's the key, is what I'm getting here. I just heard you're gonna get there pretty quick. You're gonna be surprised how easy something is or how seamless it is once you get started. The hardest part is starting something, the hardest part is getting through that initial period. But once you have that momentum, once you get the hang of it, you're gonna realize how easy something was all along. Okay, so the world is saying you completed something, you graduated, new doors have opened up for you. Page of Wands, take action on your creative ideas because they're going to lead to a lot of abundance. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Some of you may have multiple streams of income. Some of you may want to fund a project. Some of you may want to start some kind of investment fund. I don't know what this is. Maybe you're trying to build something. Pentacles talks about the physical things that you can touch, feel, and grab. And Spirit is saying your creative ideas, your curiosity, your insight is going to lead to the Pentacles, is going to lead to abundance. So fail forward. Have fun with the trial and error, so that the process is more lighthearted, more fun, more playful, rather than trying to be perfect or trying to get something right. That puts a lot of pressure on you. So rest and rise. You're allowed to slow down. You're allowed to take your time with something. Page of Wands, that is when the ideas come in. That is when the creativity starts to come in. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know at this time? What are messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? The calmer you are, the clearer you think. Move with strategy, not with emotion. And we actually don't have any cups cards. We don't have any water here. So you may not be in your own element at this time. Pentacles talks about earth, so your energy is coming across very grounded. Page of Wands, inspiration, creativity, ideas are coming in, but you have the ability to ground them into reality because you have two Pentacles cards here. Don't announce moves, confirm arrivals. There's a need here to keep your plans, to keep your ideas, to keep the things that you're doing on a day to day basis to yourself. You have a lot of energy focused on you. And I don't know who this is to you, Pisces, but it's showing up as intrusive, nosy. I heard gang stalking. Okay, I don't know for who that is, but there's something here about making moves in silence, keeping certain things to yourself so that you don't attract external energy. 11:11 on the clock. Yeah, don't announce moves, confirm arrivals. I'm hearing they don't need to know. Someone may be very nosy about you, what it is that you're up to. They may ask very intrusive personal questions, and they're just trying to gather information on you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know? Your dream life is closer than your fear tells you. So this is connected to your breakthrough is coming. Something's right around the corner. And you may not realize how close it is because the world talks about ending a chapter, ending an entire cycle of your life, and you're thinking about the journey. So, for you to want to embark on another journey, you're thinking about how long it's going to take, how hard it's going to be. You're thinking about the exhaustion of the previous journey, of all the lessons you had to go through. But Spirit is saying something's already right around the corner for you. Keep moving forward, okay, but don't announce your moves. Move in silence. Protect your peace, even if it disappoints others. So, someone here wants to know the tea. They want to know what it is that you're up to. They want to get some kind of gossip. They want to gather some kind of information on you, but they're not meant to know. Someone here is disappointed because you're not really giving them much information about yourself, about your life. If you were once open with this person, they're realizing that they don't have the same level of access. You may have told someone something, and that information got out, is what I'm getting here. So protect your peace even if it disappoints others. Someone here was living through you. They were living through your experiences, through the things that you would tell them. Some of you may have an exciting life or you're doing things that other people don't do. And what I'm getting here is they were gossiping about your life. You were the tea, you were the topic of discussion. And now that you're keeping to yourself, now that you're moving in silence, they don't really have much to talk about. They're wondering, they're trying to figure you out, they're trying to ask other people about you, but they're disappointed because you're not letting them in on your life or what it is that you're up to. You're not a source of entertainment, is what I'm getting here. It's like you were the reality show that they wanted to watch. Yeah, they're disappointed because they don't really know much about you. And all they can do is assume and make things up and imagine things because you're keeping to yourself. They don't have much to gossip about, they don't have much to say. Four of Pentacles, your energy is coming off very solid. I'm not necessarily getting guarded, but I'm getting that you have boundaries. You've built some kind of sanctuary around you to where the wrong kinds of people don't know what it is that you're up to. They don't have access to your energy. You're being protected. Yeah, confirm arrivals. There's something here about keeping certain things to yourself so that you don't attract external energy, so that you don't attract haters. The less you say, the less information they have against you. I don't know why I'm hearing the Fifth Amendment. Everything you say can and will be used against you, something like that. Okay, I just heard that. So I don't know for who this is, but the fact that you're keeping to yourself, the fact that you're not speaking about what it is that you're up to, it has a lot of people wondering. You were some kind of topic of discussion, source of entertainment. You were their favorite reality show. And they're disappointed because you are now protecting your peace. You're keeping to yourself. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. You're not moving with emotion. There's a strategy, there's a plan. Some of you are very disciplined, and you may not realize this about you. For a water sign, you are very disciplined because water usually represents no boundaries, free flowing. But there's no water here on the table. There's pentacles, there's wands, but that's about it. You're not showing up in your element, but the thing about Pisces is you are all 12 signs within one. So you can embody different energies. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. You are remembering who you were before you dimmed your power. Some of you may have realized that having more attention on you brings more drama, more conflict, more toxic competition, more gossip. It may attract more haters, more trolls, like moths to a flame is what I'm getting here. So you may have dimmed your power for protection, to protect your peace. But now that you have created the space to where you have built healthy walls around you or healthy boundaries around you, you're realizing where you can shine, where you can be yourself, and where it's best to keep to yourself and move in silence so that you don't attract the wrong kinds of energies. Okay, God's favorite. Okay, so this card keeps showing up for you. There is an energy here of jealousy. There may be people around you that may love you, that may be obsessed with you, and then all of a sudden their energy shifts. And it's because there's some kind of jealousy or envy. They think that you have it easy or that you have some kind of a privilege or that you're getting prioritized in some way. That's just their projection or their idea about you. Whether this is true or not, the jealousy is coming from the fact that they think that you have some kind of advantage or that you're being prioritized in some way here, God's favorite. Hey, this is why the jealousy is around you. This is why some people are envious. Hey, the past is done. Don't carry its weight. These are some people that used to know you, that are no longer in your life. They're realizing that no matter what they did to take you out or to create challenges or problems in your life, you always win. You always come out on top and you actually get better and better, stronger and stronger. The energy they send your way, you are able to transmute that in your favor. And they're receiving karma for what it is that they did. So the envy and the jealousy is coming from the fact that they realize they can't get away with things. And you're still on top. You're still winning. You're still moving forward. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know about God's favorite? What does Pisces need to know about this? King of Wands. We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Someone here has some kind of obsession for the way that you shine, for your magnetism, for your entrepreneurial business mindset. The King of Wands is the entrepreneur, the businessman, businesswoman of the tarot. And what I'm getting here is your energy keeps rising. Your life force keeps growing, and everything they did to try and bring you down, it has backfired, and they don't understand how is Pisces still energized? How does Pisces keep going? King of Wands, your energy is showing up very magnetic and attractive. Someone here feels like you've been blessed in many different areas. They have this perception of you that things come easy or that things have been given or that you're blessed with some kind of charm. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know about God's favorite? The Empress. They feel like you're winning on all levels. There's beauty and growth around you. A lot of abundance around you. Four of Wands, celebration. Ten of Pentacles, abundance, prosperity. This is crazy. I've never had this combination before. I don't know what it is that you're on, Pisces, but keep doing it. Keep moving forward because your energy is blessed. You are receiving some kind of grace here, and you're meant to take advantage of these opportunities. Empress energy, this is the most abundant card in the deck. Ten of Pentacles is also very abundant, but this is in a physical way. So Empress is abundance on all levels. Ten of Pentacles is abundance in the physical material things. The Four of Wands, celebration, success, reaching milestones. And the King of Wands, you are leading the way. You are making the decisions. You are starting things. You are taking action on your ideas. Again, this is the entrepreneur, businessman, businesswoman. This is the kind of person that can monetize hobbies. And you're showing up as gifted in many different areas of your life. So the jealousy and envy is coming in from the people around you, people from your past, and also people that are very close to you. This is why Spirit wants you to keep certain things to yourself. You may realize that sometimes you say something that you don't think is going to have an impact or that you don't think is going to come back to you, but some way, somehow, when you speak it out loud, even if it's people that you trust, you may realize that there's delays, that there's resistance, that sometimes things don't happen, that there's more problems than there needs to be. And it's because you said it out loud. There's some kind of resistance that gets created when people have opinions, when people are gossiping behind your back, when people see things in a different way, or they think that you're not deserving of something. I don't know what this is, but I'm getting there's energy around you that doesn't like it when you win, that doesn't like to see you happy, that doesn't like to see you smile. And for some of you, this may be a shock, this may be a surprise, because some of these people may be very close to you. This is why Spirit is saying, keep it to yourself, and you'll notice how things happen for you very easily. But when you speak it out loud, there's that resistance around it. Again, it can create delays, it can create stagnation, it can create more problems than there needs to be. But if you keep it to yourself, people can't ruin what they don't know about. So if you have someone in your life and you want to put this to the test, tell them something and see what happens with that information. See if that information gets out there, see if there's more resistance around it, so that you can test people's loyalty. But you don't really have to do that, is what I'm getting here. But some of these people, they don't like the fact that you're winning, that your energy is rising, that you're more and more magnetic, more attractive, more abundant. Four of Wands, you keep winning, you keep hitting milestones. Ten of Pentacles, this abundance is materializing for you in more than one way. You released old energy and it's reflecting. You're glowing, you're looking younger, you're more vibrant, you're more beautiful inside and out. Okay, God's favorite. Someone doesn't understand how is it that you don't look like what you've been through. Some of these people from your past, they know what it is that you've been through and they don't understand how is it that you're glowing so bright. How is it that you're looking younger, more beautiful? How is it that your energy is even more attractive? Empress and Nine of Pentacles, you have double Empress energy here. King of Wands, you don't look like what you've been through, and some of you, you're glowing different, you're moving different, you're looking younger and younger, and it's because you've released the past, you've released the toxic energies. I just heard, how do you do it? Okay, so someone is questioning how. Is it magic? Are you drinking from the fountain of youth? Because Empress energy, King of Wands, the energy around you is very beautiful. Everywhere you go, you raise the vibration. And it's because you're letting go of things that weigh you down. Anything or anyone that causes you stress, you're cutting them out, you're releasing them. You're protecting your peace at all costs. Rest, then rise. Pause if you need to, but don't quit. Rest as resilience, burnout recovery, honoring your energy, emotional renewal, sacred pause, inner restoration. You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to pause. Slowing down doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're wise enough to tend to your fire before it burns out. Rest is not a weakness, it's a strategy, a sacred reset. You're doing brave work by growing, healing, creating, and becoming. That kind of transformation takes energy. It's okay if your body or spirit is asking for stillness. Listen, let yourself be refilled. Not because you're fragile, but because you're powerful and worthy of care. This card isn't telling you to stop, it's telling you to breathe, to step back, to gather strength. Then, when you're ready, you rise again. You may be feeling stretched thin, emotionally fatigued, or unmotivated. Instead of pushing harder, this is a moment to pull inward. There's wisdom in the pause. Trust that you're not losing momentum by resetting. You're creating space for clarity, alignment, and inspired action. Give yourself what you need without guilt. The comeback is always stronger when it's rooted in renewal, not exhaustion. Journaling prompts. What part of me is asking for rest and how can I honor it? What story do I carry about productivity and my worth? How can I rise with more intention after this pause? Action step. Cancel or reschedule something non essential today. Replace it with an act of nourishment, physical, emotional, or spiritual. Rest isn't retreat, it's preparation. Your rise is coming. Let it be strong. Affirmation. My rest is sacred. I honor my energy. I rise when I'm ready with power and purpose. There's something here that you recently released and it's making you glow brighter. You're looking younger, you're looking more youthful. Things are becoming brighter and more beautiful around you. So rest and rise. It is okay to take your time with something. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? You are exactly where you're meant to be. You are doing better than you think. And the fact that you're allowing yourself to rest, the fact that you are slowing down instead of speeding up or feeling a sense of urgency is restoring your power, it's restoring your life force. Let's go ahead and get some guidance from the Higher Self Oracle deck to see what messages or what guidance your higher self has for you. Holy Spirit, what messages or guidance does Pisces' higher self have for Pisces? What is Pisces' higher self's guidance? Patience. Something's in the works for you. You are exactly where you're meant to be. There's a need to slow down, rest, and rise, and have patience with the process. Again, something is closer than you expect, something is closer than you think. It's right around the corner. Your breakthrough is coming, but you're meant to move forward. Patience doesn't mean that you don't do anything or that you don't take any kind of action or that you're sitting there waiting. It means that you're taking action as you're being patient. Patience. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Aristotle. This card bears multiple messages. First, patience is needed to endure current hardship or some form of adversity. You may be looking for a new job or a new home, enduring a battle, or suffering from an unexpected loss. Your higher self asks you to cultivate patience with yourself in the resolution. Ask your higher self to help you reframe the circumstance in your mind as an opportunity to learn new skills, adapt, grow, or respond creatively. Further, you receive this card because patience requires self control. By exercising restraint over your emotions and impulses during difficult situations, you can avoid undesirable actions that may interfere with your potential beneficial outcomes. An additional message of this card relates to personal goals. In an attempt to realize your goals, you have been pushing hard by force, and nothing more can be done to receive the desired result at this time. At this moment, you're being asked to stop and relax. Okay, so this is a second confirmation. This is from a different deck, and we have the same message here. So rest and rise, and now with patience, we have the exact same message stop and relax and be proud of the progress you've made so far. Remember to enjoy the journey as well as the destination. You are being asked to heed the wisdom of divine timing. Everything in the universe operates according to a divine clock, whereby all events occur once each piece of the puzzle falls into place at the exact right time. If you try to rush and force something to happen, you may miss an opportunity that is aligned with your desires. Trust that everything is happening as it should and at the right pace, and that the situation will work out according to divine will. Let's go ahead and get some messages here to see if your higher self wants you to know anything else about patience, about what's coming, or any other kind of clarification. You are more capable than your fear wants you to believe. So, with fail forward and patience, Spirit wants you to be patient as you learn something or as you start something. You're allowed to rest, you're allowed to pause, and there's a need here to slow down, but also to overcome any kind of fear that tries to get in the way. If you're wanting to learn something new, if you want to start a new project, if there's a new career that you want to embark on, if there's a new industry that you want to learn about, if there's a creative hobby that you want to monetize, Spirit wants you to know that you are more capable than your fear wants you to believe. Fear wants you to stay stagnant, to stay safe, to stay in something comfortable and familiar. Let's go ahead and see if there's any other messages from your higher self in regards to patience. What are you ready to release? And don't believe everything you think. For some of you, you may have a plan in your mind or a timeline or an expectation of when something should happen or how it should happen. And Spirit is saying that there's a need for patience because something's going to be a lot better than you expected. And good things do take time, not as in you're sitting there and waiting for something to happen, but as in you are patient as the process is unfolding. So if you're ready to release a timeline, an expectation, an idea of how something should happen, trust that because something better is in store. Don't believe everything you think. If you think that a delay means something isn't going to happen or something's not meant to be, Spirit is saying that's not the truth. Something here is going to be better for you. Something here is going to be better than expected, better than you could have ever imagined. But it does require some kind of patience because things are aligning for you in the background. Okay, so don't let your fear tell you otherwise. Your breakthrough is coming. Don't stop 5 minutes before the miracle. Endurance, divine timing, faith, resilience, imminent shift, inner strength. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not happening. The shift you're hoping for, the clarity, the opportunity, the next level is closer than you think. This card is a powerful reminder to hold the line, stay the course, the breakthrough is on its way. It's easy to keep going when momentum is obvious, but this moment, this stretch where everything feels slow, unclear, or even hopeless, this is where transformation takes root. Don't quit now. You're standing at the edge of your next becoming. Keep showing up, keep believing, keep breathing life into your vision. Guidance. If you're feeling tired, discouraged, or like your efforts aren't making a difference, this card arrives to remind you energy compounds, momentum builds, and some of the most incredible breakthroughs happen right after we think we've reached our limit. Trust that what you've planted is growing underground. Just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean that it's not real. Your resilience is calling in something greater than you can imagine. Journaling prompts. Where have I been feeling close to giving up? And what would it mean to hold on just a little longer? What past moment felt like the end, but turned out to be a turning point? How can I support myself while I wait for my breakthrough to arrive? Action step. Choose one area of your life where you've been losing faith. Do one thing, big or small, that signals I'm still in. Let your action be a declaration to yourself and the universe. I don't stop before the miracle. I rise to meet it. Your affirmation. My breakthrough is already on its way. I am strong enough to stay the course. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for God's favorite. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? Space. You have options, don't settle. What I'm getting here from Spirit is that someone is realizing that they can't trap you. They can't keep you in a situation that you don't want to be in. If you're not happy in a specific situation, if you feel the need to take some space and protect your peace, you're not going to settle for the options in front of you. You're not going to force yourself to stay in a situation that's not in alignment. So someone here is realizing that you have more options or that you have different ways of going about things and that they can't get you to submit or to put up with some kind of dynamic or some kind of energy that is not in alignment with you. Okay, I don't know what this is pertaining. It sounds vague, but what I'm getting here with God's favorite is they're noticing that you do have some kind of favor over your life. And they feel jealous about that or they're envious about that. And the fact that you're taking space, they don't know what you're thinking about. They don't know what your next move is going to be. They're realizing that you don't have to do something if you don't want to, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, you have options, don't settle. You're not going to settle for something that is out of alignment or that is not making you happy. Someone here thought that you were going to put up with something or that you were going to accept something. I don't know what this is. Let me go ahead and pull some more messages here for clarification. But I'm getting that someone is jealous or envious because they're realizing that you're not falling in line and their influence doesn't affect you. You have a mind of your own, is what I'm getting here. Their opinion is not your truth. And they're realizing that you have discernment, you have agency, that you notice things and that you know what's going on behind the scenes. But there's some kind of, I don't know what this is. I'm getting an energy here of they know that you know, and you know that they know. But someone here is trying to cover something up or make it seem like something it's not. But they're realizing, oh, Pisces is just going to walk away. If Pisces doesn't like it, Pisces is not going to settle. Okay, they're going to take space and they're not going to settle because Pisces has options. They're not going to put up with something that is not in alignment. Okay, cut your losses. If you need to move on from something or someone, you're going to do that. You're not going to put up with something that's just not aligned. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify God's favorite. What does Pisces need to know about God's favorite? I said what I said. Okay, so you're standing on business here. You have noticed something, you caught on to something, and they know that you know, and you know that they know. But there's some kind of, I don't know what this is, okay, but there's something here to where someone's trying to change words around something, someone's trying to gaslight, but you already see the truth, you already know what's right, and you don't have to settle for this. If you want to take space, you can take space. If you want to explore other options, you can. Okay, I don't know what the situation is, but you're standing on business here. And this person is realizing that you have the upper hand. And it's not about who's right, it's about what's fair. They can't gaslight you. You have discernment. You know the truth, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify God's favorite. What does Pisces need to know about this? What does Pisces need to know about this? Empowered. Okay, yes, you have discernment. You have options. You have choices. If you notice that someone is out of alignment or they're trying to gaslight you or their energy is switching up, you're going to call it out, is what I'm getting here. You're going to notice it, you're going to catch it. It's not going to slide, is what I'm getting here. In the past, you may have not wanted to ruffle feathers or rock the boat or create some kind of chaos, but you're realizing that just because you disagree with something, it doesn't mean that it has to lead to drama or some kind of toxicity. You are noticing something, you're catching something before it becomes a problem, is what I'm getting here. You're calling it out, and someone was trying to shift blame or someone was trying to gaslight. But the thing is, you are empowered. You have options and you know what's right. You know what is fair. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know about the situation or about this person? Pisces need to know about the situation. Dark feminine energy and good investment. You're taking good care of yourself and you are investing into yourself. You are protecting your peace and you're not allowing any kind of drama or toxicity into your energy. Someone here is disappointed because they can't get any kind of information about you. They can't figure you out. And you were the tea, you were the topic of discussion. They were trying to gossip about you. You were their favorite reality TV show. And what I'm getting here is you are keeping quiet. You're keeping to yourself. You're not giving them any kind of juice, is what I'm getting here. Your dark feminine energy protects you. You have boundaries. And you're keeping something professional. You're keeping something clean, surface level. They don't have much to dig into. And you've invested into yourself. You're protecting your peace. They can't shake that. Someone here is realizing that their tricks, their games may work on someone else, but they don't work on you. You can see everything and you have discernment. Again, they know that you know. They're aware of this, but they're still trying to play it off. But they know what is right. Okay, so empowered. Holy Spirit, clarify empowered. What does Pisces need to know about this? What does Pisces need to know about this? Someone here wanted you to apologize for something they did. Again, they were trying to flip something. They were trying to make it seem like something it's not. But you know what's right. You know what's fair. Page of Swords in the reverse. They're gossiping behind your back. Five of Wands in the reverse. This has become some kind of toxic competition, some kind of comparison. It's creating drama behind the scenes. Nine of Wands. You're guarded and your walls are up. You are protective over yourself and they don't really have much on you. Hey, they may be talking behind your back with the Page of Swords in the reverse, being nosy, trying to find out more about you. But the way that you've presented yourself, the way that you show up, the way that you have protected yourself doesn't allow for any kind of funny business. Again, they don't have much to dig into. Pisces, I don't know who this is, but you're showing up as the King of Wands, the Empress, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. They feel like you have it together or you have it figured out or you're blessed in many different aspects of your life. And it's triggered some kind of jealousy or envy. They were trying to gaslight you or trying to flip something on you and make you apologize for something. Page of Swords, again, this person is talking behind your back, Five of Wands. There may be 5 different people that are in on this. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if this is in a community, in a neighborhood, in a family dynamic, in a friend group. I don't know what this is, but there's a lot of people that are in on this, but they don't have much to gossip about. This person is trying to make something bigger than it is, or they're trying to cook up a story, but they don't have much information. I heard it's their word against yours, but you're empowered. You know what's right, you know what's fair. It's like someone here trying to get away with something, but they know that you're aware of this, so they can't really hide it from you. They may have tried to, but they realize that you can see everything. You have a wand in hand. Clarify the Nine of Wands, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know about this Nine of Wands? Got a couple cards flip in here. We have the High Priestess. We have the Moon. You have the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This person knows that you're not going to take it. If you don't like something, if you don't resonate with something, you're going to walk away. Queen of Swords, you're going to say it how it is. The Moon and the High Priestess, you see everything. You know what's happening energetically. They can't get anything past you. You're going to find out either way is what I'm getting here. Let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Wands. Pisces need to know about this Nine of Wands, Holy Spirit. Pisces need to know about this Nine of Wands. The Hangman in the reverse. Someone here wanted to make you the villain or make you the problem. The scapegoat is what I'm getting here. Again, doing something to you and then wanting you to apologize for it. Doing something shady or trying to gaslight you out of something that you already know. Trying to make you seem like the problem is what I'm getting here. What is your guidance for Pisces when it comes to the Hangman in the reverse? Five of Swords. Someone's mentality here is win at all costs. If they do something shady, if they say something shady, it's like they want to have the last word, they want to have the last laugh. But Spirit is saying, Pisces, you can match that energy. But it's not telling you to do that, it's telling you to understand what their dynamic is, understand what it is that they're about so that you can outsmart it and you can create some kind of win-win situation. Because someone here is being shady. Page of Swords in the reverse, Five of Wands in the reverse. So your advice is the Five of Swords. You can play dirty too, is what I'm getting here. So it's not necessarily you being advised to do something or to match that energy, but you can call something out. Someone here expected you to stay quiet or stay silent about something, or to not say anything, to just take it, or to apologize. Again, making you seem like the problem. But the Five of Swords is saying, Pisces, you can match that energy and you can actually outsmart it. You can actually bring something here to the light. What is Pisces' advice, Holy Spirit, when it comes to the Hangman in the reverse? What is Pisces' advice? Wheel of Fortune. Something here is going to shift in your favor. You have some kind of divine help. This is why this person has some kind of jealousy or envy towards you. They feel like you have some kind of privilege or some kind of divine favor over your life, and they felt like it was their duty or their responsibility to bring you down or to say something or do something against you in some way. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying, Pisces, you're going to have the last laugh. And it's not about who wins or who has the final say. It's not really about that. It's about what's right and what's fair. But someone here feels like you're too lucky or you're too blessed or things just magically work out for you. And they wanted to take out their jealousy or their envy on you. Okay, but the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, something here is shifting in your favor. So Five of Swords, you can match this energy is what I'm getting here. You're not meant to stay quiet about it. You're not meant to just allow the situation to continue the way that it is because someone wanted to make you the scapegoat. Again, make you apologize for something they did or gaslight you into something that you already know the truth. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What is your advice for Pisces when it comes to the Nine of Wands? I'm hearing fight back. That's what I literally just heard. Fight back, but do it smarter. Six of Swords in the reverse. You can have a different outcome in the situation. For some of you, you may think that it's not worth it to try to confront something or try to resolve it because in the past it didn't really lead anywhere. But Spirit is saying, Pisces, you can have a better outcome. You can have a different outcome if you handle the situation in a different way. Because the Hangman, if you stay quiet or just allow something to happen, it's like this person is telling their side of the story, but you have the ability to tell your side as well. Five of Swords, you can match that energy and you can return it. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to go in your favor because you are in the right here. The example that Spirit is showing me here is you are happy, you are enjoying your life, you created good karma, and you're in this happy go lucky energy. And someone that's not having a good time, someone that's not enjoying their life, sees you happy in some way, somehow it triggers them. And they feel a need to take out their jealousy or their envy out on you because things are not working out for them. But you're not meant to just take it, okay? Five of Swords, you can match that energy, you can return it. Wheel of Fortune, it's gonna go in your favor. Okay, Six of Swords in the reverse. Some of you may feel like it's not worth it to confront something or to try to find a resolution here because in the past it didn't necessarily work out. But Spirit is saying, no, Pisces, you're not meant to just take it. When you do something different, when you take a different action, you get a different result, you get a different outcome. Yeah, you're not meant to take that energy, is what I'm getting here. You're not the martyr, you're not the scapegoat. That's their problem. Whatever's not working out in their life is their showing up as empowered. You're showing up as making good investments into yourself, protecting your peace, not allowing yourself to be the topic of discussion, not giving them any tea about your life. It's like they want to have something to gossip about. I don't know what this is or who this is, but there's at least 5 other people in on this. Okay, Page of Swords in the reverse. This is stalker, gossiping energy, running their mouth. Okay, you have the ability to take space and to not put up with something. You do have options. There's different ways to go about the situation. Again, I don't know what this is, Pisces, but I'm gonna head over to the extended and we're gonna dive deeper. I'm gonna ask some clear questions to see what Spirit wants you to know about the situation, about this person, or what the lesson is. We're also gonna look into what you don't see coming, Spirit's final advice and guidance. The links are down below for the extended. It gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube.